So that's where the victim's at. The Phoenix Fire Department was dropped off earlier by the Firebird 10 helicopter. They've been hooking a harness up to her so that she can be then hoisted out. So you can see her right there. Looks like other than her leg, she, just from what I can tell, looks like she's doing okay. She's been up the whole time and alert. So that's good news. And at least it's nice and cool out, not sitting out in the baking heat right now. Looks like they're kind of walking her through what to expect. They got a helmet on her and telling her she's about to go on a fun little ride underneath the helicopter. Probably wasn't what she was expecting today when she went out for a hike. So come in out wide again, see if I can pick up the helicopter. So it looks like they're probably just waiting here. They're staging, just waiting for the all clear here from the Sorry, I was getting talked to by someone here real quick. So yeah, they're just staging, waiting for the all clear for the Phoenix fire crew down there. That's with the victim, and then they're going to go in there and lower their cable down, hoist her out, and then take her to a waiting ambulance so she can get medical treatment. So once again, we're all grateful for the hard work of the Phoenix Police Department pilots as well as the Phoenix Fire Department technical rescue crew. That's always a part of it. So it's a teamwork between the two agencies here. So coming back to where the victim here is. So we're not sure if she was making her way to the top or coming back down. Either way, they're pretty close to the top, so it's gotta be frustrating if you make it that close to the top and hurt your ankle. At least if you make it to the top first, at least you had that accomplishment, right? But so here's the Phoenix Firebird. It's an Augusta 109 helicopter, very nice twin turbine helicopter that they use for the hoist rescue. Use the twin engines, give them a little bit of a safety margin if you know, when they're just sitting there hovering like that, it puts them at high risk if they lost an engine. And so having two engines is a little bit of a safety margin. And so typically when you do the hoist rescues, you always see the twin turbines here. And when they're just doing regular ones, they have the Firebird 9 helicopters, just a Airbus A-Star 350, and it's a single engine. And what they'll end up doing is usually just drop and land at one of the landing zones up here. You can see this, it says LZ. So they'll land and actually have the fire crew will hike the victim out and load them on the helicopter and fly them out that way. So not sure if her injuries are preventing her from being able to actually move. You can see it looks like they got her leg wrapped up there pretty good and braced and bandaged.
Hey Paul, have you seen the location? This is going to be threading the needle.
Looks like he may be signaling in to that Firebird come in over there. So I'll pull out wide a little bit again and see as we see Firebird 10 moving on in. So they're still holding position there. So it looks like maybe he's moving in a little bit closer now.
Hey, and 3 and 15, Firebird 9er, I'm posted up just east of them, 2,800. I'm stationary in hover, Firebird 9er's in hover. I don't have you here, but I'm on the southwest side of the mountain, 2,900 hold.
So we're just waiting on the fire crew, the Phoenix Fire Department, to give the all clear for the Firebird 10 to come in there and do the hoist rescue. So coming back to where the actual victim is here, 35-year-old woman with a ankle, looks like an ankle injury. They got her, don't know if she broke it or not, but she definitely has it wrapped around and braced pretty good. So a lot of times they'll hike these, people hike out, but it looks like she's not able to, obviously able to move with that leg as bad as it is. So I can show you a little bit of a closer shot. So you can see the brace on her leg there. Looks like the got it wrapped up pretty good, immobilized. And I broke my ankle myself years and years ago, so I know how painful that could be back in my younger years as a skateboarder. So let's see, he's got the hand signals going, so let's see if they're starting to bring him in. So yep, there he is. There's Firebird 10 starting to move on in. And the Bullock, we're going to want to be on the hoist side when he starts getting a little bit closer. So it's going to want to be a little bit more north of him, so you kind of start looping around to the north just a little bit for me, please. you can see Firebird 10 overhead. So you'll start seeing a cable coming out of the helicopter here pretty soon. Let's see if I can actually, looks like it's starting to drop down now. Yeah, there's the hoist cable. Looks like it's coming down. Let's see if I can see where they actually grab it. And they keep coming to the, move a little bit more out to the northeast. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So bear with us, folks. We're going to reposition, try to get that tree out of your way here in just a moment. But there she goes. So now she's being hoisted out. Let me pull and show you the helicopter above her. So she's going to be hoisted up into the helicopter, I believe. So right about there. So there's Firebird 10. That's a good spot right there, Bullock. If you kind of hold it right there, it's perfect. So you can see they got the guys up there, the Firebird 10. They fall all the way down to the cable. So she's a good 50 feet down below the chopper right now. Going for a bit of a ride. That's got to be pretty fun, I imagine, despite the pain of a broken ankle. But always looks like that would be pretty fun if you ask me. But under the circumstances, I'm sure she's probably just glad to be getting off the mountain either way and getting some help for her ankle there. Keep moving a little bit, just a little bit to the east, just a little bit nice and slow. There we go. Perfect shot. Great. Looking good, looking good. So almost getting her in the helicopter now. Well, good job by all the crew of the Firebird 10 helicopter there, police helicopter. The Phoenix Fire Department crew on board. So it looks like she's safe and sound in the helicopter now. They're going to take her and probably drop her off on the east side of the mountain. They have a little cul-de-sac over there where they usually have fire crews, ambulances waiting. So we'll follow them over there and see her get taken off safely. And
Firebird 10, hoist is complete. We're heading back to base LZ, guys.
Firebird 10, T-15, just off the south here. It's your 9 o'clock, 2,900. We'll follow you down there.
Okay, we got you over there. That's Firebird 9, we're going to be departing to the north, and I got you there, see you guys there. See you, I will see you.
there's Camelback Mountain, give you kind of perspective of where they're at. So it looks like they're going to go land at the LZ there by the parking lot there of the Echo Canyon Trail. So good job by everyone involved getting her out of there. It was very quick, very efficient rescue today. The Firebird 10 landed a little bit down lower and picked up some Phoenix Fire crew, and then they went up higher, dropped them off, and she happened to be just right next to the what they call the 3/4 LZ up there, which is a spot designated for this very purpose, and hiked right over to her, and now you can see her legs dangling out of the chopper right there. Yeah, so that's her legs wrapped up in a brace right there. Go kind of move up towards the west there, northwest of where they're going to be. Bullet, please, thank you. So you can see coming in, flying over these really nice houses up here. They're going to be going to this right up there is a landing zone, just coming up off your screen, very left edge of your screen there. So she's going to be coming in there. And if you can, get on the south side of that parking lot just a little bit, nice and easy. Well, looking good. Once again, anyone just joined us, this is Echo Canyon Trail side of Camelback Mountain for a mountain rescue. 35-year-old female had an injured ankle. Looks like maybe she broke her ankle, or at least twisted it pretty good. It's got it bandaged up, and being rescued by the Firebird 10 police helicopter with the Phoenix Fire Department crew on board.
Looks like they're turning around. You want to go to the other side?
Yeah, just start tracking out to the east, and we'll get on that side just to show them unloading her. And you can start dropping altitude a little bit now since they're down. You can get down to about 25, as long as you got 15 in sight. move, keep going east, more straight east. That's good, just keep that direction going. So there you can see her. They're kind of lowering it out of the hoist there just a little bit. Right there's perfect, you can hold that, pull it. So you can see they're coming in with a stretcher to take her out and get her some medical treatment for her broken leg, or ankle, excuse me. Turn one way or the other just a little bit, get a little bit of that heat haze off the exhaust there.
It is, man.
There you go. Perfect. So there you are, successful rescue of this 35-year-old woman being taken off the top of Camelback Mountain or close to it with a injured ankle. Good job by the Firebird 9 and Police Firebird 10 crew there. So there she is, being taken away, gonna go to the hospital and get some medical treatment. I'm sure she's relieved to be down on the ground, and I wasn't expecting to have that wild ride on her helicopter day when she went up hiking. But good job by everyone involved in the rescue.
Hey, 3, got you up there. We're heading back to Scottsdale.
All right, see you later.
Nice work, John. Thanks. We'll see you.
All right, you guys have a good one.
Yeah, man.
So you can see all the fire vehicles up there at the top of your screen, so they don't have too far to go to take her to get to the ambulance. 10-4, yeah, she's on the ground just near the helicopter just dropped her off, Tess.
Hey, Brian, where you at?
Copy.
Search 3, you guys. See us on?
3's still at 3,500. Orbits are fine. And then go and drop down if you can another 1,000 feet for me. And 3's going to orbit around the LZ, dropping down to 2,500.
Go back to anyone just joining to show you a few minutes ago. So this is pretty dramatic footage here of this 35-year-old female being hoisted up into the Firebird 10 police helicopter, Phoenix Police Department helicopter, along with the Phoenix Fire Department crew on board, rescue crew. And she was being hoisted up with a injured ankle, and you can see that's quite the ride she's going for there. And yeah, they dropped her off the landing zone here just a few minutes ago. I'm going to come back to a live shot here and show you. This is live right now, so they do have her on the ground on a stretcher, and it looks like they're waiting to take her down to the ambulance for treatment. Kind of pull wide here, just show you a little bit. So the helicopter's still down there, Firebird 10. But come back and show you this tape just again, because it's pretty good footage to see that. It's pretty, not something you see every day. So, but she had quite the experience flying in a helicopter like that. But yeah, I'm sure she's ready to get to the hospital and get some treatment for her leg.
CB3 is 5 per 10 coming off the base LZ. Will be westbound and then north.
Alright, got you in sight. Great job today.
Thanks.
All right, come back to a live shot here real quick. So there's Firebird 10 down there. They're about ready to lift off. You hear them on the radio there. So good job by those guys, everyone on board. Come back to where the patient is here. I'm not sure what the delay is in getting her down to the ambulance. All right, there they go. Maybe they're just waiting for the helicopter to clear out first. But yeah, it's...
Big Sur traffic helicopter Firebird 10 west side of Camelback climbing out of 1,700 will be northbound for Deer Valley, Phoenix.
That probably didn't feel good.
No. Oh, did he bump her foot?
On a rock. Rocked
Oh.
the whole thing.
So not too much farther to go for her to get down to the fire rescue vehicles here. Looks like they're going to be probably unloading her into this ambulance here, getting her off to the hospital, get her treatment for her ankle. So good job by everyone involved in the rescue crew, and I'm sure she's really relieved to be down and get off the mountain. She was almost all the way at the top of the mountain when we first got here about 30 minutes plus ago, and so they had to come in, bring in rescue crew. They flew them up to the 3/4 LZ, as they call it, dropped off some rescue crew, hiked up to her, put her out on harness, and then hoisted her out in the helicopter. And now you can see her being transported here on a stretcher down to the ambulance at the base of Camelback Mountain, Echo Canyon Trail side. Just gonna keep to see where the ambulance is, Bullock.
Yeah, I'm
just so
trying-
yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
Yeah.
behind that tree.
Good.
Or,
The rock. Gotcha.
yeah.
So almost home free to the ambulance, on the way to the hospital here in a moment. Track south just a little bit. There we go. All right, in the ambulance she goes off to the hospital here momentarily, and this is Aaron Whitesell and Bullock up in the Lions Roofing News Chopper. We're going to be signing off here momentarily. Appreciate all you watching, and hope you enjoy this beautiful weather outside for the next few days while it lasts.